10 rule changes at the 2026 World Cup. This World Cup plays by different rules. 10 of them. Some are massive. Some you'll barely notice. But if something felt off watching a match, this is why. Rule number 1, 48 teams. Qatar had 32. This one has 48, 16 more. FIFA split them into 12 groups of 4. Every team plays 3 group games. The top 2 in each group go through automatically. Then the 8 best third-place finishers also advance, giving you 32 teams in the knockout rounds. That third-place rule is new. In every World Cup before this one, finishing third in your group meant you were going home. Now a team can lose a match, end up third, and still be alive. I like this change. It kills fewer games early. At Qatar 2022, some teams were already out before their final group match even kicked off. With this format, almost every team still has something real to play for on match day 3. Rule number 27, tiebreakers, 1 coin flip. If 2 teams finish level on points, FIFA works through 7 criteria in order: goal difference, total goals scored, head-to-head record, then fair play ranking. Fewer yellow and red cards is now a competitive advantage. If all 7 criteria are still tied, they draw lots. Random. I've never seen it happen at a World Cup. But with 12 groups and this many teams, there's a real chance it does. Rule number 3, a brand new round of 32. Since 1986, every World Cup sent 32 teams into the group stage and 16 through to a round of 16. That's gone. This tournament adds a brand new round of 32 before any of that. If you win your group, you play a third-place team. If you finish second, you play another second-place team. So topping your group gives you a real advantage, a weaker first opponent, and, in theory, a cleaner path to the final. After the round of 32, it follows the format you already know. Round of 16, quarterfinals, semis, the third-place match, then the final. But because of that extra round, the winner now plays 8 matches to lift the trophy instead of 7. 1 more game on tired legs, 1 more chance for injuries. 1 more night where anything can happen. Squad depth matters more than it ever has. Rule number 4, mandatory hydration breaks. Every match, every half around the 22-minute mark, the referee stops play. 3 minutes, whistle to whistle. Players drink, coaches talk, then it resumes. Before this, cooling breaks only happened when temperatures crossed a specific threshold. This time, the rule is unconditional. It doesn't matter if it's a night game in Vancouver or a climate-controlled stadium in New York. Every match gets them. FIFA's official reason is player welfare. This could genuinely be the hottest World Cup ever, with summer fixtures in Dallas, Houston, Miami, and Guadalajara. But the pushback has come from 2 very different directions. Sports scientists wrote to FIFA in May arguing that 3 minutes isn't long enough to actually lower your core body temperature. They recommended at least 6. On the other side, coaches and fans have said the breaks kill momentum. If your team just scored and the press is working, a 3-minute stop lets the other side breathe, reset, and draw up a new plan. There's also a commercial dimension. 2 guaranteed stoppages across 104 matches creates over 200 new ad windows for broadcasters. FIFA announced the rule at a meeting with broadcasters, not with players. Whether you read this as a health decision or a business, one probably depends on how much you trust FIFA. Rule number 5, covering your mouth during a confrontation. Straight red. If you cover your mouth with your hand, arm, or shirt while squaring up to an opponent, you're off. Fans are already calling this the Vinicius rule. It comes from one specific night, February 17th, 2026, Champions League playoff, Benfica versus Real Madrid in Lisbon. Vinicius Jr. scored in the 50th minute and celebrated in front of the Benfica supporters. He got a yellow card for it. Then a Benfica player walked over to him and said something while pulling his shirt up over his mouth. Vinicius went straight to the referee and accused him of racial abuse. The match stopped for 10 minutes while the referee activated the anti-racism protocol. But because the player's mouth was covered, there was no usable video, no lip reading, no way to prove or disprove anything. Federico Valverde said after the match, "If you cover your mouth to say something, what you're saying isn't right." FIFA agreed. Gianni Infantino pushed for the rule. IFAB approved it unanimously in April 2026, 2 months before the tournament. You can still cover your mouth talking to your own teammates. The red card only applies in confrontations with opponents. Rule number 6, 10-second substitution rule. When a player is being subbed off, they have 10 seconds to leave the pitch using the nearest touchline. Not the far side, not through the center, the closest exit. We've all watched this play out before. 87th minute, winning by 1, and the player being replaced suddenly needs to hug every teammate, wave to all 4 corners, and take the scenic route off. If they don't leave within 10 seconds, their replacement can't come on for 60 seconds. The team plays with 10 men in the meantime. MLS tested this in their developmental league in 2023 and 2024. Time-wasting stoppages dropped from an average of 6 per match to under 2. FIFA saw those numbers and adopted the rule here. Rule number 7, 5-second restart countdown for throw-ins and goal kicks. If the referee decides a team is deliberately stalling, a visible 5-second countdown begins. If the ball isn't back in play when it hits 0, the restart flips. A slow goal kick becomes a corner. A slow throw-in goes to the other team. Pierluigi Collina pushed for this after Qatar 2022, where some matches saw over 25 minutes of stoppage time because teams dragged out every dead ball. The round of 16 match between Argentina and Australia had 13 minutes of added time in the second half alone. Rule number 8. 3 changes to VAR and the medical rule. First, if a player receives treatment from medical staff on the pitch, they must leave the field for at least 1 minute after play restarts. Before this rule, a player could go down, call the physio on, stop the game, then stand straight back up and keep playing. Now you sit out 60 seconds while your team is a man short. Faking an injury costs something real. Second, VAR can now review second yellow card decisions. Previously, a second yellow was untouchable if a referee gave a harsh one and sent someone off. There was no recourse. Now VAR can intervene if it was a clear and obvious error. Third, VAR can flag fouls committed before a set piece is taken. Shirt pulling, blocking, shoving in the box before a corner. If VAR spots an attacking player committing a foul before the ball is played and a goal follows, they can flag it. The referee reviews it, and the set piece gets retaken or the goal disallowed. Rule number 9, referee body cameras. Every referee wears a small camera mounted on a headset, filming from eye level. Lenovo built the stabilization system. You'll see the footage during broadcasts as replays on controversial decisions. Exactly what the referee saw in that moment. It was tested at the Club World Cup in 2025. The trial went well enough that FIFA made it standard for all 104 matches. Broadcasters decide when to use the footage. It is not part of the standard TV feed. Rule number 10, walking off the pitch and protest straight red. If a player leaves the field to show they disagree with a referee's decision, that is now an automatic red card. Before this tournament, walking off in protest earned you a booking at most. The same punishment applies to any coach who encourages their players to do it. Those are the 10 rule changes at the 2026 World Cup. Some of them will fade into the background. A few will define moments in this tournament that people are still talking about in 2030.